By the way, they do lose line of sight on you, and when that happens, they'll be like, where'd they go? Which is actually pretty good for mutants. Humans do not react that way. They will actually try to search you out and stuff like that and go to your last known location. Mutants would just be like, oh, this guy's just gone. Okay, cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to Falcon Forsaken Fortress Strategy, episode number 2, part of Spooky October month here on the channel itself. Let's go ahead and hit resume. And here off camera, I just let this kind of roll in the background a little bit. As I mentioned last episode, I kind of talked more about some of my complaints about the game, because it's an early access game, so there's definitely a bunch of room for improvement on it so far, or at least going forward. But I talked about some of my complaints early in the first episode. I'll probably mention a few more this episode as well when it comes to the combat and the stealth mechanism that we will be covering here today. Right now, one of the big complaints I had last episode was the fact that you can't speed this up. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just waiting around. I can't fast forward, I can't put this in 2 times speed, 3 times speed. I have to literally wait over here. And now I have the option of skipping over to daytime. But I don't want to do that because I actually want to go out right now at nighttime to do some scavenging, because right now Helen is actually kind of filled up with her energy because I let her sleep here a little bit. Ruben is just about maxed out, and Joshua is maxed out as well. So what that means for me is that instead of waiting till nighttime, or at least the next day, where my people are going to be actually more hungry, I could go out right now and do some scavenging, which is my plan. It's a bit more dangerous at nighttime, but definitely time is against you in this game, so you definitely want to take advantage of everything. More importantly, it's cold as well, so we do run a little bit of a risk of getting sick out there, but it's definitely something I'm willing to risk over here for the fact that time is against us right now. It's 8 degrees right now, which is actually pretty bad. If it's in red, it's going to be pretty bad. It's going to run a risk of making you ill. The problem is that my campfire's up and running. Maybe it's just a bit more colder here than usual today. And that could be definitely the case. I'll add another piece of wood. I don't think it's going to really do much, but I'll do it just for the hell of it here. But we'll see if this actually increases. I'm still trying to finagle myself around the mechanics of the game itself, so adding another piece of wood. Oh, it actually did go up. Interesting. So the more wood, I guess the colder it is, if you add more wood, the warmer it'll get. See, my idea was that it's just a countdown, right? So you have enough fire for 5 hours, preferably. I think that's what it is. Like 1 piece of wood equates 1 hour. But no, apparently that's going to be the intensity. I always thought it was the hour, the countdown. So if it's colder, you add more wood and it'll get warmer. Gotcha. Okay, so I'm still learning some things. That's one of the ones that I wasn't really too comfortable with. But there we go. Alright, so right now I think we're ready to go. Energy is a bit low here. Yeah, okay. It's going to be daytime pretty soon anyway, so let's go ahead to the world map. Oh, actually, before we do that, guys, wake up. I don't think I have to wake you up for this, but just in case. Let's go over here, and I need to feed some people here really quickly. So, how's your hunger? If we go out into the map, which is my idea right now, we have to travel somewhere, which is going to be an hour cost, and then it's going to reduce my hunger even more. So these people have to go out fed before we send them out here if I want them to scavenge. So I'm going to have you... We need more water for another vegetable soup, unfortunately. So I'm going to have you just have some fruit. The fruit, if you could actually make it into alcohol with water, but again, we're missing water right now, which is the reason why we need that well up and running pretty soon. But I decided to go with 2 beds as opposed to the 1 bed, 1 well layout over here. So we'll have you just go ahead and eat this. At least you're happy now. Your hunger might hit yellow by the time we get to the map here, but we'll see. You, my friend, will have a vegetable soup. That's going to restore a lot more hunger, obviously, and you're happy as well, which is good. And then with you, you're not too hungry. I almost just want to give you a fruit and say, screw it to the alcohol over here, which sounds pretty terrible. I mean, why would you want to screw the alcohol away, Falcon? But for this premise, we will. So there you go. I think we are ready to go to the world map now. And I was considering just waiting till daytime, sending 2 people and having the other person that didn't rest up stay here and rest, but there's a bunch of items to actually acquire here in Silent Lane, so we definitely need 3 people for that. So I'm going to have Silent Lane be our location here, pick all 3 individuals, and let's go out there. Now, more importantly, I also went ahead and I swapped some weapons around. So, as you can see, jumping over here wasn't that big of a long trip, but our hunger did go down a little bit, as you noticed. Now, I'm going to have Ruben with the hatchet, she's going to have a dagger, and Joshua's going to just barehand it until we can get him a weapon as well. So right now, this is going to be a really combative area. I'm going to go into stealth mode over here. In stealth mode, obviously, you will move silently, so you can definitely avoid some people and monsters and mutants. We definitely will be seeing mutants here pretty shortly. I'll have Joshua scavenge about. And I'm going to have these 2 individuals kind of scout the area for us here really closely. We should be seeing something. Oh, by the way, I should note, this little world map down here, or this little mini-map, will tell you enemies in the area, which is actually pretty cool. So if you move up here, you notice that there's a red marker. Daytime is coming, so cool, we're not going to worry about getting sick here. So if we move over here, you will see there's a red dot, meaning there's an enemy over here. And over here, there's quite a bit of an abundance of enemies down there as well. All these should be mutants, right? Oh. All these should be mutants. Now, I'm playing with my sound off, so this might be a bit more difficult. The reason why I'm playing with my sound off is that there is no level of noise control in this game in the options. You can't reduce sounds, you can't reduce music. The reason why it's off, the music can be sometimes downright unbearable. Like, some of the ambiance can be pretty decent, some of the songs here and there for locations, but sometimes it's just like, you know, pardon my French here, but it's just like torture to the... That's not really, pardon my French, I didn't say anything bad. But I was thinking about saying it. This guy's going to probably spot us unless we go around. But some of the music in this game could be just goddamn torturous. Like, it's just so bad sometimes, and that's one of the few things I want them to look into. Let me go into combat mode by hitting E. And we're going to come over here and just try to ambush this guy. He's going to probably notice us pretty soon, but that's okay. With 3 against 1, we should be relatively safe. These are mutants, not zombies, even though they're moving around kind of weird. But again, some of these guys will eventually have weapons too, and those are the ones you definitely want to worry about. Now, we made some noise over here, which is going to probably alert some of his friends over here. Oh yeah, I think I see one over here coming around already. Trying to find out what happened to his buddy over here. But meanwhile... Oh! That's a red dude. Battle ends, battle begins. He spotted us. So there's no reason for us to go into stealth mode. We might as well just go into combat mode. And we'll try to just finagle this guy completely over here. Not really finagle him, but just overrun him, and we did. Let's go into our stealth mode again. Alrighty, that's scary. I have not seen red dude here before. Now, enemies will not be static in this game. Oh, a door opened. Not sure if you guys spotted that, but the door just opened right here. These guys will actually move in terms of patterns where they're just kind of securing the area. As I mentioned, they're not zombies, they're actually mutants here. Let me go ahead and move all the items that I have onto another person, because obviously, as Joshua is our main scavenger, he will scavenge a lot faster than any of these individuals here, so it's probably best for us to keep empty. Another feature, like a move all option would be amazing, so I have to click one by one over here, but you know, that's just a small little perk on my side over here to kind of cut down on time constraints and whatnot. So another zombie over there, or Zambro, mutant, whatever. I'm going to call them Zambros just because that's what I'm used to. There's another red one too. Interesting. Let's see, let's go into combat mode. Alrighty guys, come over here. Now obviously early on you don't really have to worry about these guys. They're not the threat. The threat's going to be humans and mutants with weapons. These guys are relatively easy to handle. I'm just stealthing around to show off the feature here, but we don't really have to. Excuse me guys, can you go into combat mode? Go into combat mode please. You're taking unnecessary damage right now. Okay. But now they are completely alerted, and being overrun is definitely a big problem. Let's have everybody just run around here for now. Let's see if we can just kind of circle around. By the way, they do lose line of sight on you, and when that happens, they'll be like, where'd they go? Which is actually pretty good for mutants. Humans do not react that way. They will actually try to search you out and stuff like that and go to your last known location. Mutants would just be like, oh, this guy's just gone. Okay, cool. Alright, so this guy down as well. We definitely just want to clear out all the enemies over here so I could kind of scavenge in peace. So I was taking the stealthy approach initially to show that off, but for this area of the game, you don't really have to be so stealthy about it. Is that all the enemies, or is there anybody in here? I think that might be all of them that I am aware of. So let's get out of combat mode here, and if we're secure now, we can start running around and scavenging about. So what I'm going to do is to cut down some of the scavenging time. I'm going to have both of you come down this way, and then Helen, you start scavenging over here. Alright, I like to break up parties this way. That's a cool feature. I do enjoy that quite a bit. And then you'll come over here and scavenge this little pile. And then we'll have Ruben come in here and start scoping this area out. Lucy, I'm home! Hopefully Lucy isn't a grotesque mutant that wants to kill me or anything like that. Pick up these items over here. Let's go over back to Helen. And let's see, any more items for her to pick up? Yep, right over here, Helen. So, we'll do that one. Zoom over to Joshua. Joshua, let's have you scavenge over here. Ruben, you scavenge over here. Alrighty. This is a really nice pace so far. Like, I really enjoy the game, definitely. This is really cool. I love the fact that you can kind of control people, have them have individual tasks and stuff like that. So this is one of the features I really do enjoy. But again, this has a lot of potential, and if it gets looked into and actually develops quite well, I think this could be a really great game. I think it's only like $9.99 right now, too. So if you are willing to wait around for the whole development process and you are into survival games much like I am, I don't think $10 is really too much for a good chance of possibly something really great down the line. Obviously, you can just wait for a sale, too. You have that option, too. Or you can just wait till it's done, if you can just wait around if you're patient. I'm not a patient person, so, you know, I figure it's a good way to show off a game for you guys as well. Can I pick this up? Yep. And that's about it. Can I stack up any ammo? No. So, unfortunately, we're stocked over here with, Joshua. So, what I'm going to do with Ruben is I'm going to try to move... Oh, Ruben's over here. You can't pick up any more items, too. We got Richard Winfield Journal. Thought we had enough experience to survive a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Turns out video games don't count. I'm not sure if this actually does anything for you. I usually pick it up, but I'm not entirely sure if that really means anything for us down the line. I'm going to need her to come over here so we can move some items around. I do believe she's done, though, around this area, right? Yeah, she's done. Okay, perfect. So we'll have her run over here. And Ruben and Joshua are completely stocked up. So there's a few... We might have to make another return trip over here after all, but I'm going to try to grab all the basics and important stuff here first. But right now, let's move some items around. Remember, we could stack some over here, too.
What's going on?
Is Helen over here? Oh, she's here. Good. Come over here really quickly, Helen. I'm going to give you some of the stuff that Joshua has because we can. Electronic parts should stack up. There you go. Leather, we have 2 pieces of that. Anybody have any leather? Nope. Do you have any leather? Nope. Alrighty.
Yeah?
Give that to you. Let's see. Claude. No?
What's going
Really?
on?
Nobody? Ruben? No. Okay. Veggies. The old wood, of course. She could stack up some more wood. Oh, good God almighty.
Yeah?
We definitely went there. Again, no game is complete without Falcon finding wood, as I've mentioned so many times in the past before. And he could stack up more metal as well. So, actually, how this has to work out, then, is, we'll give it over to you for now, and then we'll give the 5er over to you. There you go. Ammunition should be able to stack as well, if I'm correct here. And she has ammo, so we'll give that over to you. Meanwhile, I'm not sure why I'm doing that, when I could just give it to her straight up, like DMX gonna give it to you. Alright, there you go. So that's pretty good. He should be able to grab a few more items, and so can she. So you definitely want to do some item management this way because it will definitely help you out going forward to pick up more stuff so you don't have to come back later. And, oh, Ruben has some items space as well. Perfect. So, Joshua, give this one more try over here. Do you have to... Oh, you have to go through that again. That's unfortunate. Let's pick up everything over here. And ammunition, we know for a fact that... No, don't put it back. Well, that's fine.
Yeah?
She has ammo, so we'll pick that up with her. And that's about it.
What's going on?
She could carry one more piece of wood over here. What about Ruben? Ruben can as well. So Joshua, drop this off over here. Ruben, pick up the old wood. There you go. Alright. Josh, let's have you check out this area. Oh, and by the way, the whole breaking of doors that I mentioned last episode when it came to the crowbar. Or maybe it was this episode, who knows. Well, I will show that off here pretty soon. Oh, more meat. Perfect. So, kick open or break locks. So, the crowbar I figure would be for this, but again, as I've mentioned, you can just kick them down. Now, mind you, this will cause noise, so if you're trying to be stealthy about stuff and you're over here kicking down doors, you will alert enemies to your location. So, I guess maybe the crowbar will let you do this silently. I guess that's another option that I really haven't considered much just yet. Hopefully we get some injury kits over here or something. Alcohol. That's not too bad. Gotta drink sometimes, you know, especially in a post-apocalyptic mutant zombie-ish world. We'll pick up this over here, and he's got room for possibly one more item, and then we'll have her come down here. How's our statuses looking, by the way? We're getting a bit to the point where we're going to start being tired and really hungry, so some of them are anyway. Helen, what do you have for me here?
Yeah?
You have ammo, perfect. This could be for Josh, so we'll pick this up with Josh over here instead. Metal 4, you could pick up a few more of that. Weapon scrap, no slot for that. He has weapon scrap, so we'll pick that up with him. And last piece of wood. Perfect. We might be able to make this one trip after all. I'm kind of surprised. I'm being a bit more diligent with my item management, but usually in the past, that's the journal right there. I don't know, we might just want to ignore that for now. Let's kick this open. Usually I have to make 2 trips over here when I grab everything, but right now I've been lucky. Whether that means I'm actually finding less loot than usual, that could be the case as well. Let's hope that's not the case, though. But I'm being a bit more diligent with my item management, that's for a fact. Now, we did see alcohol in here, and I do know for a fact that Ruben has a bottle, so we should be able to stack that with Ruben over here. So Ruben, there you go, perfect. All we have is one more location. Let's have Josh look into here, and then we could get out of here, and probably build another... I guess we should probably start thinking about building that bed, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, we grabbed everything. This is actually amazing. This never usually happens. Do we have enough room for this journal, assuming we even need it for anything? Yeah, we do. Alrighty. So, Helen, you scavenge over here. And guys, you could probably start coming to the exit now. I do believe we grabbed everything. Let me take one more perusal before we book it. Oh, no, wait. We missed this stockpile here. Let's see here. We need Josh for this one. You pick up that journal. Come meet us out here if you can, and then Josh, you check this out. This over here is clean. Alrighty. So after this one, we're out of here. Perfect. 2 metal, 3 wood. I can pick up the wood. Metal, I have no... Oh, we can. Perfect. Alrighty, we grabbed everything. This is actually quite amazing. I'm gonna die pretty soon now. Like, I've done amazing so far. But once you start running into humans, that's where one of my biggest complaints about the game comes into play here. So we definitely want to return home. Humans will destroy your life because they have weapons, they have guns. You are really squishy against weapons and guns, obviously that makes sense. Humans tend to be kind of really weak to guns whenever people get shot. They have a really high probability of dying, as we are all perfectly aware of. Let's close this door here if we can. And who needs to rest? People are hungry as well. We need to get the well up and running as soon as possible because I don't think we have any more water, right? And we need water to cook veggies and meat. So... we need the well happening right now. So you, my friend, are going to make the well. You can make it inside too, which is so weird. I normally like to put it outside though, just because it looks a bit more realistic that way. Come out there. Ruben. Ruben, open the fucking door. There you go. Don't just walk into it. You can't go through the door. You're not Ghost Man. Invisible Man, whatever you want. Build. Alrighty. We have no more meals here right now, which is a problem. I don't think we can make anything without water as well, so let's give this a try, but I'm pretty sure we cannot. Oh, we can just roast meat without water. Oh, you just need wood for that. Perfect. So, boom and boom. We have 2 pieces of meat, so we will roast them. Alrighty. So we have the well up and running. We have 2 beds. We have the weapon area. Let's see if we can finally get a weapon for Josh here going forward. We could just have him rest too, but let's find out. If we have enough for another weapon, we do. We can make another iron hatchet. Obviously, if I make this, we'll have weapons for everybody, but we will probably miss out on making... well, that's all we really need right now. Medical station could be useful down the line, but we're still missing items right now as it is anyway. So I'm thinking we bypass that, and we just have him make another iron hatchet. So we'll have 3 people equipped for combat. Craft that. Perfect. Alrighty. And here is where I mentioned where I will really love a speed up feature, so you don't have to kind of wait around until this actually happens. Roast meat number 1 is made. Excellent. Works on number 2. Here is going to be our well pretty soon. After you get the well up and running, by the way, you're going to have to put some wood in there to actually filter the water as well. Everything requires wood in this game, which is comical for somebody like Falcon who gets easily amused by saying the word wood. As evidently noticed here. Let's see. So, we have the iron hatchet. Perfect. Let's come down here. We have iron hatchet. We want to give that... I guess we'll give that to you. So, iron hatchet, and dagger. Excellent. Clothing is something we want to look into pretty soon as well. Ammunition, we don't need that. I still haven't really finagled too much with trading, and I might want to do that. The only problem is that there's kind of like little room for error in this game right now, as I've mentioned. So, we need wood to filter one. Oh no, we're out of wood completely? Oh, we only have 1 wood. Oh, we can't get water, meaning we can't roast, or we can't make the vegetable soup. Oh, that's no good. Not happy about that. Alright guys, let's meet up over here really quickly. Let's kind of make a little bit of a powwow here. And decide what our thing's going to be. We have some meat. We definitely can't eat that. You know what? I think Ruben's going to just have some meat for now. We have 1 more soup though. Okay, so there's that. And we have veggies for 2 more soups going forward. Okay, so right now I'm thinking... hunger. You're still happy. She's quite hungry though. Her wellness is a bit down, meaning she was out in the cold a bit too long. Meaning we want to either buy or trade some clothing or make some ourselves. I don't think we're going to make anything right now ourselves. So we'll have him have some roast meat. Hunger went up completely, which is great. Josh, Helen's a bit worse off, so we'll have her have the roast meat over here. She could also use a little bit of a rest, and then you could also use a bit of a rest here, and you could use a little bit of food. I'm not sure if I want to use that vegetable soup yet, but at the same time, I'd rather save these for the water when it comes in, so we can make some soup. So we might just have to go with the vegetable soup after all. That's fine. Alrighty, we have some alcohol over here, which increases health, energy, and morale. Energy and morale. I never really found booze to give me much energy. It just makes me really lethargic myself, but then again, I drink a lot, so by the time I'm fucked up. I'm over here like, I don't want to do anything. Get out of here. Falcon, you're crazy. No, I'm not. I'm just... Anyway, Falcon drunk issues aside, let's go ahead and wrap it up here for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up, leave a like. The support does mean a lot. What are we doing next time? I am not entirely sure. This is the point where I usually go over to a human camp and get destroyed. I don't want that happening, but it might. I might go back to the refugee camp to see if we can do some trading as well, but we'll see how we play it. But just keep in mind, next episode could be really dangerous if we go towards human campaign area. Doesn't make much sense. Whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. I'll catch you next time.